Hi everyone and welcome to this next episode of Web3. Today we are interviewing Diane, who is a product designer in the Web3 space, and as you can see, she's working on multiple projects. So let's get started. Thank you, Diane, for being with us today and join the Web3 interview. Can you please introduce yourself in a few words?
Thanks for inviting me. I'm Diane, Web3 product designer. I live between Nice and Lisbon. I'm the mommy of two cute cats. I love traveling and I love the reformer pets as well.
Cool. Thank you so much. And so we're going to do something a bit unusual today. I'm going to start straight away by our wildcard question, which is our question, from the last interview. And this question is, I think it's unusual, but it's cool to start the podcast.
You are in a foreign country, let's say in an Asian overpopulated country. I would name Vietnam, Thailand, or whatever. You're stuck in traffic on a motorbike. Motorbike are very popular. Your phone battery ran out, or you don't have coverage. You don't speak the language, and you have to be in a certain place on the other side of the city, like in 10 minutes. What do you do?
I think if I'm no battery on my phone, and I'm stuck in the traffic, I will go see other people around and ask them for help. Maybe I will find some Web3 folks. This community is really helping each other and open-minded. So I'm sure I will find some people to help me connect on my Twitter, some message, and tell people to wait me. I'm a designer. I'm supposed to be creative, but I'm also product designer. So I'm a really logic mind, and I have the feet on the earth.
You said so. You have to be very creative as a product designer. If you had to explain your job to, let's say, a kid like a 10 years old, how would you explain product design to this kid?
I would say I am drawing the application you will use to make money with the digital assets. Yeah, pretty basically. It's similar to draw, but with some software. So I'm sure the kid will understand since they use apps since the youngest age.
So your job is basically to make sure that the app look good, but also it's functional, it's practical to use. So and it involves a lot of like drawing and construction, if I understand well.
Yeah, exactly. It comes from the product and technical architecture, the flows, to the end of animation, like the micro interaction and the things that make the application delightful and lovely and make the wow effect. You do everything. You do the UX, you do the UX, you show the colors, the font, the spacing, everything. You make sure everything is harmonious and behaves well and is logic as well for the global UX. There is plenty of UX here.
Very cool. I think product design is a very cool job, in the tech area, and some people that don't know about product design sometimes don't understand how important it is, but it can be kind of like the game changer for a company to have like someone like you on board being very talented. So I just wanted to have like a little spotlight on this position because we didn't interview any product designer yet. So, I thought it was very...
I think as well it's a really important position and defining everything, because in the middle of everything, product engineering, marketing, business, branding, you touch from the user to the dev. It's really multidisciplinary. So that's why product design is fascinating.
You said it's like very multidisciplinary, which is one of the most fascinating aspects of this type of position, being in Web3 or whatever tech company, by the way. But what are like the most complicated team to work with, or from your point of view? Because you will work with marketing, you will work with tech, you will work with like very, very diverse team. So
I won't say complicated because it's a work pleasure, and I always love what I do. Just sometimes less easy than what you know. So it depends. As a designer, you have plenty of specialty. You can be good at branding, good in a product, good in UX, doing the flows, good doing the interactions, emotions. But on my side, my really main focus is product design. I do it the interface for my whole life, but sometimes you can be asked for some marketing things, visuals, presentation decks. And a lot of times, marketing things maybe, but it's always last minute requests. And what is hard when you are a designer, you want to be, you want to make anything perfect and that it's pleasant visually. And when it's the last minute request and you're in a rush, it's hard to always design beautiful things. So I would say marketing is a bit hard because it's not planned in advance and it's always a rush.
Yeah, okay. I understand. So please, marketing people, don't rush product design people. We want stuff to be beautiful. I mean, this podcast is, of course, about like what you do in the space with your position, your current project, but I also think that from a lot of discussion we had so far, we've seen how work-life balance is important, and I wanted to know what is your vision of work-life balance? How do you make sure that in this very busy and challenging space, you can actually keep some activities on the side? You mentioned many things in the quick introduction, so maybe you can dive a bit on that.
It's been blended on my side, the work-life balance, because I have a regular job at Product Connect, and I also launch project on the side with my fiancé, Adrien, and I work remote, so we are always at home together, and I have two cats who are asking a lot of attention. It's a bit hard to keep the focus all the day, but on the other side, it's fascinating because you never get bored in your couple, you always have something to say. You are remote, so you manage your time. I can work late at night if I want. I'm a more inspired, night person. I can start in the morning, have a big lunch break to have a real resource to do gym or anything else. Yeah, it's cool. And living in Nice, you can go skiing or go do paddle, snorkeling on the weekend. So I think it's really important to just breathe out sometime, to resource your mind, so you are more effective at work. So yeah, just take time for activities, even if it's 2 hours a day or the whole weekend. Just sometimes let your mark, and it will allow you to find more inspiration and efficiency for full focused work hours in the week.
I think that's very wise. Even like sometime, a real 1 hour break where you're not even just checking notification is just what you need. So I was very curious to see if you would be, if you wanted to present maybe like a project you're currently working on and that you're really passionate about. It can be like a personal project, it can be like your main professional project of the moment. Like if you have anything you want to share, like please do.
That won't be my main project because I share it a lot on Twitter already. Product Connect, and everybody knows it. But I want to share a bit Wawa Swap. It's a side project I designed. It's a universal meme coin swap, where you can create meme coins based on a Chihuahua chain page. You can swap any meme coin to any meme coin just by bridging with Chihuahua. And it's really funny. So I can show you a bit on Figma because it's currently building, but not
would love
ready yet. So it's just Figma flows. Sorry for that. It's not a prototype or interact here. But yeah, let's begin. So you have your swap here, where you can enter meme, choose the destinatory meme, but you can also tap create. And to create meme coin, you have to drop your meme coin logo, choose your meme coin name, your meme coin ticker, description if you want for the meme coin page for later. You have to connect your wallet, and once it's done, for example, we are creating with, will be really rich in some minutes. We have dropped all the infos. We can add our links, Twitter, website, Telegram. And once it's done, we have to pay some fees for creation. That's how we will make money, actually. We can create or buy some WAS to provide this fee. And once it's created, you're with here, you can add liquidity, communicate on it, swap it. That's basically it. And to swap a meme coin is pretty like a classic flow, but we can dig into that. It's always Wawa to another meme coin. So we provide more and more liquidity on this. You have to connect your wallet as well. It's only multi-chain wallet by preference. You can select a token, a meme. For instance, we go to Toshi, and once it's done, you can swap it, and you have your new Toshi available in your wallet. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You have anything about the pool you have created here. You can see all your data, your meme coins. You can see any pool info, explore the trending pool here, like Toshi, Doge, like really be educated on the meme coins. And you can go to see meme coin details as here. We go to Toshi. You can share this coin. You can learn more about this coin. You can directly swap it. Yeah, that's really much it.
That's pretty cool. I love the design when it is out.
Hopefully after the summer, because our devs are pretty busy with StakeLab at the moment. For ETC preparation and stuff. But still the good base is here. We are still building it, and I think middle summer it will be good. Middle end of summer, but it will be communicated on Twitter, on the Chihuahua Chain Twitter with a big community. Maybe you know it. So yeah,
no, I don't know it, but I'm gonna check it out for sure.
Yeah, you will be informed.
Yeah. Okay. Super cool. Thank you for showing us the design. It's exciting, and I think it will be nice if maybe you could go back on like kind of the experience you had in the Web3 space, because we were very fast in the introduction, and I just want to make sure that people know where you work, because it's actually pretty amazing. So
I'm about for 10 years a designer, so specialized in products. So I have a more fintech background. I started with French banks, and after I've been called by Ledger. Maybe you know it as well. And I started my Web3 career there. I think I stayed 1 year and a half, 2 years, and that was a great beginning to discover Web3. And after I've been to more lower stage company, like more scale-ups, to have more creativity and more like engineering budget to develop things. So I've been to Chairs.io, which is a social investing app in UK. And for 1 year now, I've been at Wallet Connect, which is the universal tool on tech to connect your wallet to any app. I've been redesigning all the products there, super nice. And now, on Monday, I will start a new project, which is still a secret.
Hey, looking forward to Monday to see what's going on.
Yeah.
So that's
another thing. Sorry, I have so much stuff to say. So yeah, we launched StakeLab as well, which is a staking app on the side project. And the team will be on Monday at HCC Brussels.
I wanted to ask you, like, what made you choose to work in the space? Because that's very particular industry, which we love, but what was kind of like the decision process behind that?
I've never been so much interested in Web3 investment before. And that's when Ledger reached me. I was good in my job at bank, not really creative now, but pretty comfortable. And they reached me again. And I finally decided to answer, to be interested when I saw all the ecosystem opportunities, apps, product to develop. Everything is so new, so creative. We have so much resources to do everything. So much talented devs. I said to myself, let's go. And no, I never went back to Web2.
Okay. And do you think, like, I mean, you cannot never say never, we have this saying in French that, faut jamais dire jamais. But do you see yourself like going back to Web2 one day or to more traditional companies?
Maybe, if Web3 is really dead. But I don't know. I have so much expertise, and I have so much, I launched so much new and creative projects. I don't know if I will go back to Web2. Even today, I have some requests from my old co-workers, friends who have a project to launch and call me for the design. Even though I say no, because there is so much thing to do in Web3. So I think As soon as the Web3 is not dead, I will stay there.
Okay, I don't think it will be dead. So I think Diane will continue for a long time. So thank you for your honesty. And a question that I ask you, I think every interviewee is about the future of Web3, and how do you imagine Web3 to be in the upcoming years? Like there are lots of potential utopia, but also dystopia around the technologies shaping Web3, and especially because it was built on a utopia. So what is your point of view when it comes to this ecosystem and technologies?
Thanks for the question. I think it will be less degen and maybe less easy to make money in, maybe more stable.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's not a bad thing because it will give more accessibility to Web2 on every type of user, not only degens. It will empower them more and more to access, to get rid of banks, to access to new financial opportunities. And I think it will improve just the Web2 user life by installing, mixing Web2, Web3, more and more supermarkets, for instance, will adopt payment in crypto.
Mm-hmm.
More and more projects are based on blockchain. So it will be more and more blended and more and more great for everybody.
Okay, so this is your utopia. So it's like more adoption, things being more in use, basically easier, more security. But is there anything you can see that can go wrong? I'm especially thinking because sometimes, like the way as well that you will design a product, like sometimes you will have what we call the default mode, especially when it comes to privacy. You always have a default, and the default has a significant impact to me on the future and how like people are going to behave, and sometimes it can go towards like some mechanism which doesn't respect privacy or this kind of thing. So do you have any dystopia when it comes to product design and Web3 going like to the bad direction or not at all?
I think on privacy can be okay because we have more and more way to protect user. Like we have passkeys, we have the ledger. Like there is more and more tech. Now a phone to hack is super hard. So I think that will be okay. It's more like since we will onboard more and more Web2 people,
Mm-hmm.
like of course it will be less and less tech and nothing smart, but privacy smart people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there will be more and more like hacks, like you tap on a non-secure link and you get your wallet drained more and more. I even have friends like recently that are fully crypto that have been drained. Like I think on this side, we have to really educate users or make a good job on a product side to really prevent users from being fished.
Okay. Thank you for this honest answer. And I totally think as well, like, like especially when it comes like to more gullible people that will join and be like, oh yeah, okay, cool. So maybe more education needs to be made. But Ledger on that part did like a wonderful job on education. I think that was pretty amazing. So great. So talking about the future, where do you see yourself in 5 years, in 10 years time?
I hope keep having the energy to launch or continue the project I launch. Maybe learn design and engineering to my children. I don't know. Hopefully have a big crypto army to help me.
The crypto product design family is coming, guys. So in 10 years, we have like a lot of like little Diane coming and and designing the shit out of your product. So get ready. Another question I wanted to ask you is related to gender balance. So it was very hard for the podcast to find women in the space that were actually willing to being interviewed and go on air. And that's something which we can see in the space, which is like Web3 is often, the gender balance is not always very favorable. So how do you navigate this inequality in your daily life? Like, how do you go with it?
So I noticed there is less women in crypto. That's sure because most of the product engineering people are men, unfortunately. But I don't think I never felt in my career in working any inequality or any negative vibes. In general, Web3 guys are really mature and respectful, and I have always been treated on the same level than them, respected as they always respected my voice as a designer. I had less immature behaviors and machist behaviors that I saw in Web2, like really old guys that are just don't listen to the young lady or doesn't care of her, or even don't treat you respectfully because you are a woman, or try to make things with you because you can say yes, because you are a woman, and they are more poor. Like in Web3, I never felt that. Maybe I've been lucky, but I think I'm optimist, and there is more movements like She Crypto, Women in Web3, communities that are empowering women. So I think we are good on that.
That's very cool. But what would you say maybe as an advice for women that want to join this space, but that don't dare to do that? Because there is definitely something there. And I think like from my experience, discussion I had with some of like younger women was like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. It's like very technical, this kind of like feedback that I'm sure you heard as well. So what will be your advice to younger women that would love to join the space?
First, you have to launch you because we love diversity. And for a team, it's great to have both women and men. Second, it's not as technical as it because there is plenty of jobs like marketing, legal, design, which have their own technicity, but it's not like purely engineering and inaccessible if you don't know how to code. So it's completely accessible. And third, since it's a pretty, I would say, new ecosystem, like it's not really common for 10 years, maybe only 5, we start to have more and more people working in Web3. Everybody is pretty new, and everything is changing so fast. Like everybody is open, ready to help if you have any question, ready to support you if you're a new Web3 folk. So I think it will be really easy, even more at the beginning, because you will be helped and respected and yeah, welcome.
Yay! Thank you, Diane. That's very encouraging, and I really hope like it will help some women out there like to join the space, but also men to join the space, because that can be a very welcoming and safe environment to work.
Yes.
So I'm joining you on this side, and I think we are kind of reaching the end of the podcast. So generally, I ask this question, which is related to the last one, but not as narrow. Like, what would you say like to the youth for the upcoming years as an advice from your experience? I mean, you got everything together, it seems now. So what will be your advice for them?
Be interested to anything, like sports, arts, and also like tech and finance. I know it's not always lovely and easy to go on, but it's more and more accessible. We have all the DeFi DeFi-based products, all the profile onboarding, and every in 10 years, apps will all be easy and super funny to use. With a lot of gamification as well. So just launch you, interest you to crypto, and you might have really nice career opportunities or financial opportunities if you don't want to make your career in it.
Do you have a question to pass to the next interviewee?
It's just, do you woof?
Very nice. So thank you for that. And it was a very nice conversation we had together.